Arctic Slogan jumped it in the lead from De Pluvinel, and Pacafella right up there with him, and Nickel Moppet also, and Navarro on the inside, King's Bishop just in behind him. Arctic Slogan lands in the lead there from Nickel Moppet. Nickel Moppet on the inside of Arctic Slogan as they begin to swing left-handed out of the backstretch for the first time in this 3-miler, the Lawn Chase. Arctic Slogan from Nickel Moppet and Navarro, and Pacafella just in behind them, De Pluvinel and King's Bishop and Mount Oliver. Then Native Break and Bellingham. Behind Bellingham is Mr. Nibble, Master Nibble, and then Roman Bistro. The back marker at the moment is Major Knight, racing towards the third. Navarro towards the left of the picture. In the centre is Arctic Slogan. Over on the far side is Nickel Moppet. These three with De Pluvinel right up with them. Coming to the first of the ditches now. Arctic Slogan, Nickel Moppet, De Pluvinel and Pacafella. And Bellingham has gone there. Bellingham's unseated his rider, made a bad mistake, took a long time to leave the plate. His partner Mark Perrott, I'm afraid he's gone. He's up all right, horse all right as well, and there it was De Pluvinel and Pacafella once again. From Nickel Moppet on the far side between horses is Arctic Slogan, and then Navarro and King's Bishop and below the Salt, and then Mount Oliver and Master Nibble and Native Break, and behind them little Polveir as they come down towards the 7th. And 14 of them standing, though bad mistake there by North Lane. So coming down to the winning post on the first circuit, Arctic Slogan on the far side, Nickel Moppet and Pacafella, and then Navarro, and then King's Bishop and Mount Oliver, and behind them, travelling well, travelling very smoothly, is below the Salt, then Master Nibble and little Polveir, and then on the outside is Native Break and Roman Bistro and Major Knight, and the back marker is North Lane. So another complete circuit, racing uphill now, and quite a long run towards the next. De Pluvinel now going on fractionally from Arctic Slogan and Nickel Moppet on the inner, and then Pacafella, and then comes Mount Oliver and Navarro and King's Bishop on the inner, and then below the Salt, behind below the Salt is little Polveir. Behind little Polveir is Master Nibble, and then Major Knight, who's made progress, then Roman Bistro, Native Break getting a reminder from Sam Moorshead, and finally North Lane, closely grouped as they come to the next. De Pluvinel and Arctic Slogan, very little between them. Nickel Moppet on the inner. The second ditch, this one. King's Bishop jumps right up there, and below the Salt, very nearly went there. Richard Dunwoody almost out of the plate. Very good recovery. Lost quite a bit of ground though. This is the 10th, and Navarro a faller there. Navarro has gone. Major Knight has gone also. Navarro and Major Knight out of it. Both horses up all right. Nickel Moppet jumped that from King's Bishop, still making good ground on the inside. Arctic Slogan is third, 7 left to jump. Little Polveir is making ground. Behind little Polveir is De Pluvinel, then Pacafella and Mount Oliver, and behind Mount Oliver is below the Salt, and the others have got a great deal to do. Both jockeys up all right after those falls. King's Bishop and Nickel Moppet now from Arctic Slogan, little Polveir, behind them Mount Oliver, below the Salt making ground, then De Pluvinel, and then Pacafella, then a long gap to Master Nibble and North Lane, and after North Lane Native Break, and Roman Bistro looks as though he's going to be pulled up. So a long run now to the first in the straight, 5 left to jump in this Lawn Chase. And it's King's Bishop being pressed by Nickel Moppet. Arctic Slogan still making ground just in behind the leaders is below the Salt. And Mount Oliver has gone right up to join them. Little Polveir still very well in touch. 5 left to jump. King's Bishop on the inside of Nickel Moppet and Mount Oliver, then little Polveir, then below the Salt. Then comes Arctic Slogan, who's lost a few places. They come down now towards the 5th from home. Over on the right of the picture is King's Bishop. Towards the left is Mount Oliver. Between horses, Nickel Moppet, and Still Making Ground is Below the Salt as they come to the final ditch now. Coming to the fourth from home, the final ditch over on the far side. That was to Polveir, incidentally, the faller at that one. And there it was King's Bishop who landed in the lead. And there Below the Salt has gone. Below the Salt has gone at that one. They're racing down towards the second last fence now. Third last rather. And King's Bishop in the lead from Little Polveir and Mount Oliver. And Little Polveir landed marginally in the lead there from King's Bishop on the far side. Then comes Mount Oliver, and it's Little Polveir in the lead at the second last. Little Polveir from Mount Oliver, and over on the far side King's Bishop. Little Polveir from Mount Oliver and King's Bishop racing to the final fence now. Little Polveir clear of King's Bishop and Mount Oliver. Little Polveir with a 3-length advantage at the last. Jumps it cleanly from Mount Oliver and King's Bishop, but King's Bishop renewing his challenge over on the far side. Little Polveir on the near side. King's Bishop on the far side as they race up towards the line. It's Little Polveir who's going to win it. And at the line, Little Polveir wins it. It's a photo for second between Mount Oliver and King's Bishop, with Mount Oliver just getting it probably.